Most people buy a Monstera that looks like this, thinking it's one plant. It's not. This pot has 8 separate Monsteras growing in it. And it's the reason many Monsteras become impossible to manage. Each one of these plants has the potential to become massive all on its own. So when you have 8 growing together, they're eventually going to compete for light, space, and the room they need to grow. On top of that, each one is eventually going to want its own support to climb. And they'll usually not all face the same direction. Some are growing this way, some are growing that way. So as they get bigger, they start crossing over each other, leaning, and becoming much harder to train. That's why so many people end up with a Monstera that feels completely impossible to stake or manage. So if you want your Monstera to be easier to manage long term, I recommend separating the plant so each one has its own pot while they're still young. They may not look quite as full at first, but they'll be much easier to support as they grow. Now, you absolutely don't have to do this. If you like the fuller look, it's perfectly fine to leave them together. Just remember, you're growing several large Monsteras in one pot, not one giant Monstera. If you decide to keep them together, start thinking about how you're going to support all of those plants before they outgrow the pot. A little planning now can save you a lot of frustration a few years from now.